Hallo, ich bin der Moorlander und dies ist Moorlander EDC. Falls euch darüber wundert, was es mit dem Deutsch auf sich hat, ich hoffe, es wird alles in ergeben, wenn ich zurück in Englisch Majestat der Königin Vessel. Totally read that. I hope I did well, but what I'd like to also do is to apologise to the beautiful people of Germany for absolutely destroying the German language there. But before I carry on, I'd like to say Danke an Frau Norris für die Hilfe mit der Übersetzung. Thank you. I hope that made sense. So the reason that we started off in the beautiful German and hard to pronounce German language is we are today looking at the Tasmanian Tiger pack and other products. Now Tasmanian Tiger, you'd assume with a name like Tasmanian Tiger were from Australia, but they're not. In fact, these are German designed backpacks and products. And that's why I started in German. And again, apologies for the probably shocking translations. If any of those words were said wrong and were something rude, then yeah, definitely apologise about that. But I saw these products and I thought, wow, these are really nice. And I've been on the website and really thought some of them could be definitely easy brought into the EDC sort of lifestyle and carry. Tasmanian Tiger products are designed for the Russian Special Forces, Russian Armed Forces, and also for the tactical side for their police. And a lot of the videos that you'll find on YouTube, the reviews for them are all in German, which, you know, as you'd expect. I thought it'd be really useful if I could bring you some reviews of their products in English. So I went to them, they said yes, brilliant. So here we have, and I'll take it off. This is the Tasmanian Tiger Essential Pack Large Mark II Day Pack. I'm going to hang it there. I've had to jerry-rig this whole thing up. We've got a suspended ceiling here in the studio, so yeah, I've got this, and yeah, okay, we'll just get into it before the ceiling falls in. Now I've packed a lot into this because I wanted you to see what it looked like when it was full. But this pack itself is a 15-litre pack. They do a smaller version of this, which is the Tasmanian Tiger Essential Pack, whereas this is a Tasmanian Tiger Large Pack. So what I'll do is I'll try to show you the differences mainly between the two. But to do that, as I say, it's 15 litres, and I'm just going to take some of this stuff out. So, you know, I've got packs in there, I've got larger packs in there, I've got different bits that I'd really like to show you, which was one of the main reasons that I went for this pack. I'll leave the laptop in the back. You all know this as the NT6001, the Ninja Tears 6001. This is all that I can show you. Because you know, the Official Secrecy Act and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, the Queen gave me that due to some of the super special on-site kind of stuff that I have to do. I'm talking over there, you probably can't hear me. Okay, so getting into the pack. The pack, as mentioned, is a 15-litre pack. It measures from top to bottom. It's 45 centimetres. It's 25 centimetres across, and it's 12 centimetres deep. If you want that in inches, now what I've done is I've took the inches, and if it's more than 0.6, then I've rounded it up. So these are all whole inches. So it's 18 inches from top to bottom, 10 inches across, and roughly 5 inches deep. It's slightly less. I think it was like 4.7 and 9.8, but you know, okay. So 18 by 10 by 5. Empty, completely dry. It weighs 565. That was a tricky one to try and get out. 565 grams, which is roughly 1.3 pounds. I think it was slightly less, it was like 1.28, but you know, okay, it's roughly 1.3 pounds. It's constructed, you should see on the side there we've got the Cordura. Now, this is one of the first ones that I've seen made from this denier of Cordura. So you see a lot of stuff that's made from 500, a lot of stuff that's made from 1000. The advantage with 500 is, you know, it's nice and light. The advantage with 1000 is it's nice and strong. This is 700 denier Cordura. So you kind of get best of both, and it really does. So it feels a lot like the 1000 Cordura, but weight-wise, it's not as heavy as a pack that was made from 1000D Cordura. So it's really good for that, and I suppose you really have to pick it up and to feel how light it is. It's not super heavy, but it's also super tough. There's one... Okay, I'm going to get back to this bit. I'll carry on after I've done this. I was going to do this afterwards, but I want... Boom, boom, boom! Lots of pointing today. But this is something that I wanted to touch on, and this is something that I asked Tasmanian Tiger about, and that is that this pack is designed by German engineers passionate about their products, and it's made in Vietnam. Now, a lot of people, when something comes out of Southeast Asia, they poo-poo it straight away. No, not interested. The company behind this you may recognise as Tatonka. They opened a factory in Vietnam. I think it was, they started creating these in the early 80s, and then late 80s, 1989 time, they went over there and they opened a factory. And then a few years later, then they developed another factory in Ho Chi Minh City. So they've made sure that the products that they're created are created somewhere that they can make amazing products with Cordura, with YKK zippers, with WJ buckles, all really good products. But what they can do is they can make it for a lot less price, and they're also there on site to be able to go around the factory that they've helped develop to look at their products. If I was to compare this, and I'm not going to name other manufacturers, but if I was to compare this to other manufacturers that are, say, made in America or made in Great Britain, you can't tell any difference. The quality of this product is top notch. So if you are one of those people that might have poo-pooed and gone, nah, pass, I'll take something that's made here in the UK, you're missing out. And that's seems like I was going on a bit there. I'm not going on a crusade or anything, but this is a great product. So that's why I went over that bit, because I felt I needed to say it, because you should ignore the fact where it's made. The Germans went over to Vietnam so that they could make sure that they could make the product that they wanted to make. So back to it. Where did I get to? I've got my little list there. There you go. 7000D Cordura, made in Vietnam, Tatonka, 1980s. Oh. So, getting to the pack. We'll go round it as I've done before. Start at the front and the outside. So, this pack comes in 5 different colours. This is the grey or graphite colour. They also do a khaki, they do a coyote, they do a completely black, and they do a green version. You've got the Tasmanian Tiger at the front, a nice large hook and loop strip there so you can put morale patches on there. And hopefully what you'll notice is the whole of this front is dominated by molly webbing. When they call this the Essential Pack, I think they hit it right on the nail. And it really is, because what you've got is the bare essentials. It's a pack with one main section. There is also a secondary little zipper section down here at the bottom. So if you've got stuff that you need to get to quite quickly, it's there. But this is everything and simply what you need. If you want to add to this, I'll pick up some of the stuff that I've just put down on the floor in a minute, but you can put stuff on the front, you can put stuff on the side, and you can, this is essentially the bare essentials of what you need, and you can add to it, and I think it's really good for that. You get a lot of packs that have the Molly Pals webbing on the front, but it's just across the bottom, or a small section here, or just through the middle. This really has got a lot of it on there. So you can add to that. It's good, strong webbing as well. It's also it's quite a bit tough, a bit rigid, which I quite like. Some of them you can tell it's not particularly good nylon. Everything as you come down here is double. In fact, it might even be triple stitched, but it's on there. It's on there fast. It's not coming off. Across the middle, you'll notice that we've got two straps, compression straps. So you can undo these, and then they come round to the side. You can't remove these straps, or at least you can't remove the webbing, but you could remove the buckles, and you could tie it around the back, or you could completely take off the buckles. The buckles themselves are WJ, which forgotten what it means. I'll put it down below if I remember where it is. WJ buckles, so they're nice and strong. They feel like they're bomb-proof. Apart from these buckles, the main reason I've got these on there is I'm probably spoiling the surprise, but the ones that you get with it are these black ones. All the other plastics that are on here, it's all black, and it's this black. The reason that these grey ones are on there will make sense in a minute. So yeah, great buckles. Everything as you come down to the front. You've got this little zipper section here. I keep my information about this, so I can go back to it. For example, the zippers that are on these are YKK-RC zippers. Never heard of YKK-RC zippers before, but there's a little bit of information here that tells you that the RC zippers were designed so that the core stitching within the stitches, the zipper itself, the teeth come up a little bit so that the core stitches remain abrasive resistant, so should last you a lot longer. Now we all know that YKK zippers are the best on the market, but from what I understand, this takes it to the next level to make sure that they're nice and strong. The zippers themselves, the metal's got almost like a satin finish to it, and all of the zipper pulls use 550 paracord, and it's not that cheap nylon stuff as well. It generally is 550 paracord. Moving down to the bottom, you've got another buckle for the compression strap. On the bottom of the pack, you have some extra bits of webbing that you can attach things to if you wanted to strap something to the bottom of this. You've got a jacket, you've got a bedroll, you can put that on there, and then we've got an exit, so if you do manage to get it wet, it will come out. I've got this wet on quite a few occasions, and the water just comes straight off it. I've not had any difficulties whatsoever. One of the things that I like to see on packs is a big lip that covers the zips. The zips themselves aren't reverse stitched to help to stop some of that wet from coming through, but I've been out walking across the moorlands, and I've had this, and the water just goes straight over the top. I've not had any issues whatsoever with any of the kit that I've had inside. So moving around to the sides, you've got two extra D-rings here, so if you want to clip things to the side you can do, or you can bring these onto the front if you've got more webbing. But what it also allows you to do is, if you wanted to, you've got two buckles down here at the bottom, so if you've got a larger pack, you can strap these to the larger pack as well. I might as well completely go around the back. So on the back you've got a nice padded section. It feels as though it's probably about 1 centimetre thick, but it's nice and firm. There is a little bit where the stitching, hopefully you can see that, the stitching goes in a little bit. It's not one of these packs that would help to moisture wick and that sort of stuff, but I don't think this is that type of pack. You're not going to go on a 4-day adventure with this. This isn't a 72-hour get-home pack. This is for great day pack walks that you just need the essentials to take with you, which I'm guessing is the real reason why they called it essential, but I'll exchange it because I thought that they called it the essential because you've got the essentials here. Straps, as you'd expect from a suspension system, the straps themselves, the padding on there is probably about 1/4 of an inch, maybe 1/2 centimetre. It's not super thick, but getting back to the fact that this is a 15-litre day pack, you're not going to have a 72 hours worth of get home pack equipment in there. I've not found through any of the testing where I've had laptop in here, I've had all my cables in there, or I've been out in the moorlands and I've got my lunch, I've got some extra dry clothes. Not found that these slim, the padding on there isn't thick enough. Got a couple of extra loops which are elasticated if you need them, some extra D-rings, and then chest compression straps that you can pull as well, and then you've got the bit on there so that you've got some give in it. And one thing that I did quite like about these, I don't wear a plate carrier, but I know of friends that do, and I've tried one on, and you often get the bits that are on the front if you've got a radio or you need to move bits around. It's quite tough with these. And what you've got is, you've got a system where instead of just having this buckle here to be completely stitched on, so this doesn't move, it's adjustable on both sides. So if you need to bring, once this buckle's on there, if you need to pull on, say, that one, but then open that side, you can bring the buckle across. So if it is something that gets in the way because of this hard buckle, you can completely adjust where this goes. As I say, I don't, in my profession, I'd be laughed at if I came into work with a plate carrier. But for you airsofters and people that are in the military, you know, I can imagine that's really useful. You've got a little Tasmanian Tiger logo here at the bottom, but it's you know, it's not one of these that jumps out and says, "Hey, look at my backpack." And then your pulls have these really big generous loops on there, which again are brilliant. If you've got something on there and you want to loosen them off when you've got it on, you've got these that you can pull down on hard, because you can get your thumb in there and it gets perfectly strapped, and you're out for a day. Back to the front. Oh, might as well finish at the top. You've got a big 1 inch, yeah, it's probably 1 inch. A bit of webbing on the top, and then you've got box stitches, and these are triple stitched box stitches, so they're nice and strong, and an exit for a hydration pack that you can then hose that you can then clip on here if you wanted to. So that's the outside. Moving around, if you take this out, now I quite like this. A lot of people said about other packs that they prefer it if this wasn't here so that you could open the zips fully. But I don't know if hopefully you're a bit like me, but it's great to have that so that it opens halfway, because if you have got stuff in here that you don't want to fall out, then it opens halfway and it's nice and secure like that. Whereas if you want to open it completely, you can take the zips all the way down, and then it opens to roughly a third. There's about a third of the bottom left. Yeah, roughly a third. And then inside is super simple. It's essential. It's just one large section that you can put all of your stuff into. There is a section at the back here. Ooh. Okay, so some of you might have just seen a little bit more of the NT 6001 than you should have done, so I think this is probably best so that you don't get hounded by MI5, MI6, Secret Service, all that sort of stuff. Whatever you do now, make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little notification thing next to it. And what that will do is, that's kind of you signing the official Secrecy Act. That's how it works. And I'll speak to the Queen at the weekend. She's, you know, so. You can fit a 15-inch laptop in the back. I've tried a 17-inch laptop. It's just too big. But a 15-inch laptop fits in perfectly. It's as though it was designed for it. If you have a thick cover on your laptop though, you might struggle. There is a little bit of room either side, and this is really well elasticated, so it fits round it, but it just feels a bit cumbersome trying to get it in there. Whereas if you've got a 15-inch laptop with a light sleeve to it, it'll just drop straight in. This will definitely easily fit up to a 3-litre hydration pack, and then you've got a loop at the top with a bit of hook and loop, and then it just goes straight out of the top. It's perfect. Now, one of the things that attracted me to this really was that front section there, because, and I'm just going to pick all these up. As you know, we're all a bit molly, so happen to have been sent as well by Tasmanian Tiger some other packs. These fit perfectly on the side. You've got these Pack MkIIIs perfectly on the front. I'm going to do a separate review about this. I love this. This is hands down the best pouch I've been sent, and I can't wait to review this. You're going to absolutely love it. But one of the other reasons that I wanted to do this was I'm quite a bit of a fan. I don't know if you know this. If you're watching, of course, Triple Oak Design, feel free to get in touch. I'd love to start to discuss and test out some of your products. But this is the Triple Oak Design beaver tail or transporter tail, and it fits on. Now I'm going to have to hold that at the back because of the what's it. When I was online, I was looking at this and I was counting the molly strips, thinking, will that fit? And then I went back to this and then counted the molly strips, because all of these are roughly the same size, and it fits absolutely perfectly. So if you've got any Triple Oak Design packs, or like I did, I just went online and ordered a Triple Oak Design or a Tad Gear transporter tail, and it fits on perfectly. It's absolutely brilliant, because what you can do is you can then take this to the next level, where you've got your essential pack, it's full, you can fit one of these on the front, and then on top of that you've got this on top, so that holds it in. You've still got the compression strap system. You can then put another, this is the Max Position FR1 pack. I'm going a bit too fast here because I'm getting a bit excited. FR1 pack on the front. It's just brilliant, and that's why I wanted to get to Tasmanian Tiger and say I really want to play with this. I want to work out what I can put on the front. Getting this Triple Oak Design transporter tail and adding this to this it's gangbusters. It's winners every time, because of the modularity and the way that you can add to this. Now, I do this with everything. Is there anything that I'd change about it? It's a great pack, and I genuinely do love it. If there was anything that I could change, I'd probably make these a little bit thicker. Now, I know I've said that I've been in situations where I've not found that I've had any struggles with it, but I think if it was a little bit more padded, I think I'd probably change that about it. One of the other things that I'd probably change as well is the webbing. So the webbing for this is your 1-inch webbing, so that everything works with it. Whereas the webbing that's used on the compression straps for the suspension system, it's not as thick. It's well, if that's 1 inch, then that's 6/8 of an inch, maybe. It's about 1 centimetre, or a little bit longer than 1 centimetre. So if you did have any struggles and this was to go down and you'd got some S hooks, then it would slide around in there. Really, I'm thinking worst case scenario, because I don't think you're going to have any issues with this pack. But if it were to happen and this needed replacing, this uses the same width and webbing, whereas if it had the 1-inch webbing, you could go out within minutes, a couple of Amazon searches, and you'd be able to find a new buckle for this. Probably should have checked to see how easily and readily available these 6/8 of an inch buckles are. But yeah, that's probably one thing that I change. The only other thing, no, there's two other things. Second one is the zippers. These are brilliant zippers. I mean, I've already gone on about song and verse about how I like YKK zippers and these new RC style zippers. I'd have probably just gone a couple of sizes up. It's not an issue, but you get a lot of other similar packs that have these nice, big, fat, beefy zippers that you bosh, you know, you've thrown them around, and they're great. I'd be more than happy to pay a few extra pounds to have a nice, big, meatier zipper on there. The last one, which some people don't mind, it's a little thing for me. Most of the stuff that's on here, all of the stitching is absolutely amazing. You can see and hear the quality of the stitching. Everything is perfectly lined. It really is that good. What I do like to see though is some lining. If they would have stitched some lining in here, these bits, although you know this is super strong nylon thread. If there was just some lining across the front of this, that would have made it perfect. But like I say, daft little niggles, which if you were to, I wouldn't score the pack. Let's put it down to, would I recommend this pack? And the answer easily is yes. It really is that good. It's a perfect little one-day pack that if you wanted to go for 2 days, you wanted to put some extra kit on there, you can do it. It's brilliant. Yeah, it really is that good. So just to finish off then, let's put it on just so I can go through this last bit. Now, as I've mentioned before, I'm 5'10", 178 centimetres, just about 14.5 stone. But you know, everything's fully adjustable. It fits nicely. There's no pinch because you've got the little elastic bit on there. But yeah, so first of all, I'd like to say thank you very much to Ian from Tasmanian Tiger UK for being able to send this stuff out to me. Full disclosure, I have not been paid at all, 1 penny, to review this kit. Nothing financially for me from this, or to me from this. This is all test kit, and yeah, so I've got that out of the way. What I am really chuffed about, and this makes me feel a little bit legit as far as YouTubers goes, is if you go, and I'll put the link in the video below here, wherever it goes, if you go to www.tasmaniantiger.co.uk and make a purchase with the discount code, and again I'll put it here, and this is cap specific, so it's Moor EDC, capital M OOR, capital E, capital D, capital C, you get 10% discount. Yeah. Cool. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And what I want to start doing as well is, so I've really been trying to hammer in the likes, really trying to hammer in the subscribes. Please hit share. If you could share this on your social media, however you do it, that would be great. We get to build the Moorlander community. I get to make more videos. Cool. Stay safe, stay Moorlander, stay EDC.